Hello everyone, welcome to online Raman training on Apyron Witec semi-automated system. I'm Serhiy Vasilevsky, a staff scientist in Corelabs Raman. This training gives you a practical guide which will help you to collect Raman NPL spectra.
First of all, this setup allows you to collect data from powdered, thin film, liquid and gaseous samples. The Witec Apyron system consists of confocal microscope, piezoelectric stage, optical fibers, CCD cameras and different lasers. Now, depending on the samples you have, there are three types of different lasers. First ones, visible lasers, 473, 532, 633. Second, near in IR and IR lasers, which represented by 785 and 1064 lasers. On the back is 325 UV laser, mainly used for collection of photoluminescence spectra. To start using the laser of the interest, gently turn the key clockwise from off to on. To start using the setup, make sure that computer is on and software control 5 is open. If not, double click on control 5. After opening the software for the first time, wait until CCD cameras are cooled to -60 degrees. It takes around 5 minutes for CCD cameras to cool down. While this, prepare microscope for the measurement. First, remove the safety cover from the stage. Turn the turret gently to the direction of the lens 10x. Using your both hands, hold the turret at each step of the movement. Gently introduce the sample that is attached to the glass substrate. Do not apply force on the stage to fix the position of the glass. Use tweezers. No dirty fingers and gloves is allowed here. After placing the sample, go back to Control 5 software and click on the Witec video control window. To start focusing process on your object of the sample, make sure that selected objective is 10x. Then, check the Z height of the stage that is represented in micrometers here, to ensure that you have enough space between the stage and microscope lens. Make sure your sample is flattened at this moment. To start focusing, first enable illumination on the right corner bulb in the video control window. This will illuminate your sample for visual focusing. For the next stage, you have to use physical controller, which will help you to focus on your sample. As you can see, first you need to have to brighten the background in order to see where do you focus. Then, by using the height knob, focus on your sample. So first we press the Y to make auto brightness. You can see that the background is getting dark. Then by pressing the knob down, you will see that here the height is changing by pressing. In order to do fast focusing, you may press turbo, which is down here, plus the Z height knob, which is here, in order to go down much faster. You can see that on the video controller, there is some surface appears. You may check if it's surface by going X and Y direction. You can see that on the video control it changes. So it means that we achieve the surface. X and Y allows you to navigate on the sample and then look on your objects on it. So we have there pre-cutted cross. Okay, so this is the edge. Let's go in opposite direction. So here's our cross where we will start collecting our Raman spectrum. Next, in Video Control Center, select the laser you want to use. So we will use 532 nanometers laser as we will collect the Raman spectra from silicon. Wait for the stage to change the parameters automatically. Below here, please select the power for the laser. Each laser has its own power. So we will start with 20 milliwatt. Just type in it the number and press enter to confirm. Hear the sound while the laser is changing its grating. Make sure that at this moment you never use mouse to focus on your object or navigate on your surface. So you don't use the C height with the mouse and to navigate with mouse on X and Y direction. As we have different lasers, each laser works with its own CCD camera or detector. So for that you need to go to configuration on top, Raman, and to choose for current laser, will be CCD2, you select. You wait until the system is adjusting the appropriate CCD. Configuration you can check again on here on the upper panel of the Control 5 software. Before starting collecting the data, you have to put safety metallic cover in front of your sample in order to protect yourself from the laser irradiation, which may scatter into your eyes. Now you are ready to collect the data from your sample. But before that, make sure that the grating chosen is the lowest, which will allow you to observe all range of the spectra with higher intensity. Please select 300G per millimeter, with the blazing 500 nanometer. Always wait at least 30 seconds for the grating to change before starting the measurement. Next, click on the spectral center in order to adjust your middle of the spectrum. I choose 420 inverse centimeters as for silicon. Before collecting initial spectra, you may use the oscilloscope, which will help you to adjust the best ratio between relay scatter and your Raman scattering from your sample. For that, click here on the oscilloscope to view more options. Choose the integrating time for the oscilloscope. Usually it should be a very small number. And start oscilloscope. New window will appear on the right corner here. You can zoom it on it, and you can see that here we have at 0 the relay scatter and a small signal from the Raman, from our silicon. By using Z knob, I might adjust the height, which you can see that the Raman signal is disappearing, and I'm going back. You see it increases. When you're satisfied with the ratio of relay scatter and your Raman signal, you can stop this oscilloscope and go to single spectrum. Adjust the integration time and accumulation number. So I leave it 10 and I leave the integration time 0.5 seconds. And I go, in order to collect those spectra, I go here on top on the bar and I click collect single spectrum. So you click on that It takes few seconds to collect. Then the data is written here in Project Manager, where you can look on your spectrum again. So you can basically click 2 times, it will be open in the new window, and below it's a text file which shows the information about the setup, like which CCD camera was used, also like number of accumulation, the lens, the objective, the position on your sample, and also the laser power and the laser which was selected, grating, operating center wavelengths, and spectral center. So basically you can also export this file with table or ASCII or RAW file. This is basically it. So when you finish your measurement, you switch off the illumination and you remove the sample.
Thanks for watching this tutorial. I hope it gives you an additional insight how to use the Raman setup from Witec Apyron. After this video, you are ready for another video call for initial practice, in which I will assist you. Thank you and see you in the next one.